Is it possible to know what is going on in someone else's mind? Can we understand what another person is thinking about us? The answer is yes. Not 100%, but to a certain extent, you can understand and sense what is happening in someone's mind. If you truly want to learn this skill, then watch this carefully and try to practice the techniques consistently. Only through continuous practice will you begin to understand and feel what others are thinking. Usually, no one openly teaches these methods. Many astrologers use similar techniques to understand people's emotions and thoughts. The moment you sit in front of them, they start observing you. You tell them a little about yourself, and then they begin telling you things about your past and future. It feels magical. It feels like they know everything. But in reality, it's not magic. It's practice. They have trained themselves to observe emotions, expressions, and energy. Of course, they won't reveal this secret because their business depends on it. So let's understand how this works. The first and most important thing, if you want to understand someone's mind, your own mind must be calm. Pay close attention to this point. Without inner silence, these techniques will not work. There was a mystic named Gurdjieff. He used to tell his students, "Do not communicate only through words. Learn to communicate through feelings." This is sometimes called telepathy, communicating without speaking. Have you ever experienced this? You think about someone and suddenly they call you or appear in front of you. Somehow your thoughts reach them and their thoughts reach you. Gurdjieff taught his students a practice. Stay alone in a room and do not speak a single word. No conversation, no communication. First, silence your speech. When speech becomes silent, thoughts slowly begin to quiet. Our words give sound to our thoughts. When speech stops, thoughts also begin to slow. After practicing silence for a long time, Gurdjieff would mentally repeat a word, like rose. He would continue until his students could sense that word in their own minds without him speaking it aloud. You may think this sounds impossible or foolish, but many experiments on human psychology show how deeply we are connected through observation and energy. For example, psychologists can understand what someone is feeling simply by observing facial expressions and body language. That is why people feel understood in front of them. It seems magical, but it is trained awareness. The simple rule is this: when you stop talking, you start truly listening. If both people keep talking, no one understands anything. Similarly, if your mind keeps talking, you cannot hear another person's inner state. To hear another mind, your mind must be quiet. There is a story about the philosopher Lao Tzu. One day he went for a morning walk with his student. The student brought a friend along. They walked silently for a long time. Finally, the friend said, "What a beautiful morning. The weather is so nice." Lao Tzu later told his student not to bring that friend again because he made too much noise. The student was confused. He only said one sentence. How is that noise? Lao Tzu replied, "When the mind is completely silent, even small, unnecessary words feel like noise. We both could see the morning was beautiful. Why speak it?" When you reach deep silence, words become unnecessary. You can understand without speaking and communicate without noise. If you want to read people's minds or understand their emotions, try this simple practice. Set aside a fixed time daily when you will not speak at all. Sit quietly in one posture, Close your eyes and observe your thoughts. Do not react, just watch. Slowly, your mind will begin to settle. This practice is similar to what Gautama Buddha called anapanasati, awareness of breathing. When you focus fully on your breath, your mind becomes calm. And when your mind becomes calm, you start observing people more deeply. You notice subtle changes in their expressions, tone, and energy. A calm person can sense truth and falsehood easily. A peaceful mind can hear what ordinary noise-filled minds cannot. But remember, if your own mind is restless and chaotic, you cannot even understand yourself, so how will you understand someone else? This ability is not gained in one day. It takes consistent practice, maybe a few months of sincere effort. And what is the benefit of understanding others' emotions and thoughts? The benefit is huge. In relationships, business, job interviews, friendships, everywhere, if you can sense what the other person truly feels, you gain clarity and protection. You will not be easily deceived. You will avoid emotional manipulation. People won't be able to take advantage of you. Understanding others begins with understanding and calming yourself. The day your mind becomes organized and peaceful, you will begin to sense things clearly, even without words.